to the very, very first presentation of the Colin Mendelsohn medal. This means something more than a lot of people may even appreciate. Colin Mendelsohn is a fine doctor who's done probably more for tobacco harm reduction in Australia than anyone, and it's an absolute honour and privilege for me to be able to head up not only the Alive advocacy movement, but also to present this medal in Colin's name. Colin Mendelsohn retired as a doctor last year, and from advocacy. But look, we were determined to make sure that his name lived on, and we wanted to do that through this fine presentation, an annual presentation to someone who's been a standout, a progressive standout, if you like, in the space of tobacco harm reduction in Australia. So without further ado, let's find out who the very first Colin Mendelsohn medalist is. And none other than the one and only himself, Dr. Colin Mendelsohn, to present it.
Well, it's a real pleasure to congratulate Al Gore on winning the inaugural Colin Mendelsohn Medal. Al's been a driving force behind the Alive advocacy movement and has worked tirelessly to promote evidence-based vaping policy in Australia. Behind the scenes, he's been an absolute powerhouse, researching scientific papers, policy documents and media stories to produce clear and compelling content. One thing that sets Al apart is his generous support of others. He's always there, mentoring, advising and motivating other vapers. Al sets a fantastic example for all of us. This is tough work and it's very easy to leave it to others, but it's only with the passion and dedication of people like Al that we are going to turn around Australia's misguided vaping policy. So Al, thank you for everything you've done and continue to do. Congratulations once again, and please keep up the fantastic work.
Thank you, Colin. Now let's hear from the medalist himself. Now, just to give you a bit of an idea, he doesn't know that he's getting this medal. So this is a little short video that he made, and I think it says a lot about Al as a person. So let's take a look.
Hi everyone, I smoked for over 2 decades, started young in the army where smoking was normalised, even encouraged. It became a crutch, a coping tool and eventually a deeply ingrained habit I couldn't seem to shake. It wasn't just the nicotine addiction, it was what smoking helped me cope with. Like so many others, I was also carrying mental health challenges, stress, anxiety and later PTSD. Smoking was part of how I held things together day to day, or at least how I tried to. I tried to quit smoking more times than I can count, patches, gums, cold turkey, none of it worked. Each failed attempt made me feel weaker, more stuck. I genuinely started to believe that I was just one of those people who couldn't quit, until I found vaping. Vaping didn't just help me stop smoking, it gave me my life back. My lungs stopped screaming, I could taste food again, I could walk upstairs without wheezing, but more than that, I felt in control for the first time. I wasn't white-knuckling it through the withdrawals. I wasn't falling apart mentally, I was actually okay, better even. And then I found Alive, and everything changed again. Alive isn't just an advocacy group, it's a movement, a community of people who've walked the same path, who've turned their battles, including mental health battles, into fuel for change. Through Alive, I realized my story wasn't just personal, it was political. Our voice matters. We are the evidence. Thanks to Alive, I found purpose again. I'm not just an ex-smoker, I'm someone who's lived through it, who understands what real support looks like, and who now stands proudly in the fight for truth, for compassion, and policies that save lives. Thank you, and good luck to everyone.
So well done, Al. You absolutely deserve this, Alan. What an amazing thing for you to be able to wear around your neck proudly, as there's absolutely no doubt that you are the absolute deserving winner of this unbelievable and prestigious award. Thank you to Colin Mendelsohn once again for all your work and presenting this fine award. Thank you, Alan, and doing so much for the vaping and tobacco harm reduction advocacy community here in Australia and behind the scenes. I also want to take this opportunity to acknowledge the many hands, the many minds, the many people that are hurting at the moment because they're being forced to go back to smoking. Get on board with us here at Alive. We're going to do our very darndest, and we've got some big plans to roll out. So make sure you follow us, get on board, join us. As I say, we've got some big stuff to roll out. We've only just got started, and with strength of character like people like Alan, as we've just heard about, and not to take away anything from a hell of a lot of other fantastic people who are working behind the scenes here at Alive to hopefully make vaping great again. Till next time, I'm Pippa Star. You stay beautiful, and congratulations. Let's go out with a massive round of applause.